My tour of duty as area controller of Apapa ends today after almost 8 months in the saddle. And it gives me great pleasure to recall the very suspense-filled and exciting moments of goals achieved day by day, week by week, on a monthly basis, culminating into tangible results for the benefit of our great country and our economy. And I cannot but recall exactly on the 12th of September, we gathered here in this same hall. And the thought that came to my mind then, when my predecessor boldly announced that Apapa was able to record 10 billion naira revenue on a single date. And honestly, even though I behave like a man, but I was scared. In fact, I'm using scared for want of better English. Because where I came from, I know that is almost the target for 3 months. But when I assumed office in that September, the assurance of support I received from officers and men on ground and stakeholders boldly say all we achieved during my period are product of teamwork. When we came in, we know there's no way we can do it alone. And you all gave me your support. And that's why today we can say this is where God has helped us to. This is how far God has helped us. So I won't take the cooperation of our sister agencies and stakeholders for granted. Honestly, whatever we achieve jointly as a team. We jointly worked to achieve our individual organizational goals and collective interest of making Apapa Port import and export friendly without undermining national security. As I'll be handing over to my brother, friend and colleague, Controller Babatunde Olomu, it gives me great joy to highlight some of our achievements and the milestone we attained under our watch. As a team working together from different directions towards a common goal, we relentlessly pursue maximum collection of duty by preventing leakages, fought against smuggling, and ensure that compliant traders enjoy each free clearance under customs control.
As well as other officers here, our very distinguished guests and stakeholders, gentlemen of the press. I see my task as a CAC, Customs Area Controller, Apapa Command, as a very serious assignment. From the Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, DSM, PSC Daga, of which our only option is to deliver diligently, not only in revenue collection, fight against smuggling, but in trade facilitation and sustainable stakeholder engagement. My assumption of this office is with a mind of confidence that will not betray the trust reposed in us by the federal government, the CGC, and the entire management of the Nigerian Customs Service. This confidence is premised on the reality that my elder brother had already made the task very easy, as I'm taking over a very organized command. Thank you very much. We intend to build upon the successes that have been achieved by the outgoing controller. Let me state unequivocally that we shall implement the provisions of the Nigerian Customs Service Act 2023, the Common External Tariff, Import and Export Prohibition and Guidelines, as well as other books of instruction as directed by the Federal Government of Nigeria. We shall promote a robust customs community relations system where there will be regular interface with all government and private sector stakeholders. We shall scale our enforcement with intelligence to ensure that only legitimate trade is allowed within the Apapa port and all terminals. The tolerance level for smuggling of prohibited items, concealments, and declaration for duty evasion shall be 0 and shall remain so. Our country holds a strategic position for trade in West and Central Africa, and the Apapa port is very critical in Nigeria's participation in the African Continental Free Trade Area. We are reviving Nigeria's readiness for improved trade with fellow African countries and the world at large.
Now, to the presentation of the staff of office to the new Customs Area Controller of Apapa Area Command. That will signify, like I said earlier on, the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter in the history of the command.